Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Parker with it. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one down.
Now Paul, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Wade outside, going inside, and then Wade slams it in.
Boy, explosive take that time by Wade. Charging inside and taking off for the slam. Big time work there.
Back to Jokic. It's Parker, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit from in close.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
And that one's good, Wagner.
One thing I like about Wagner, and one of his great attributes, he can play with or without the ball. Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Here's Paul, and he makes good on the layup.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
The pull-up jumpers are a big part of Chris Paul's repertoire on offense. I mean, also a big part of what makes him so dangerous, too.
Reeves outside. Out to Parker. A floater. And the layup is up and in.
The soft floater from Parker is truly a wonderful thing to behold.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Parker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And he gets the bucket.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
From outside the arc. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
On defense, the visitors. Now here's Parker. Clock at 6. No one near Reeves as he lets it go.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him. What a sweet assist by CP3.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Barnes outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
There's 49 seconds left in the first. Outside Irving. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Jokic a screen.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there.
Well, I think that tells you a little something about them as a team, guys. I mean, they don't just want to beat you. They want to beat you down and beat you at your own game.
And that one's good, Barnes.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this side.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one.
21.
Up by 5.
26.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And it's put back up and in by Wade.
Wade getting in there and putting in some extra work. Love the effort.
Yep, that one goes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys. And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Back to George. The tray. Drills it from outside. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Offensive rebound. Wagner wide open. No good on the 3.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
Paul for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper has become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
And the dunk by Powell.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
And George with the stuff.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Lively with the screen. To the middle. Stolen by Rodman. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Parker, right side. Barnes up top. 5 on the clock. A floater. And it's Irving missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And here's Wagner. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
In the corner, Irving with it. They grab their own miss. Outside for Jackson. They get it again. It's another look. On the wing, Barnes. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wagner on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. And Rodman with the slam.
Look out now. The Worm said, I'm not staying on the ground. I'm taking flight.
To the paint. Barnes can't get it to go. Has a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
The shot by Wade, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And the free throw, no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Now in the latter stages of his career, Paul's desire to compete for titles has never been higher.
Paul with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Pass to Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yes, they're not backing off at all, are they?
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Barnes. And there it is for him. Barnes has got 5.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And Paul drills both of them.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Wagner outside. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Paul. No good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Up 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Rodman looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
You know, what you get from Dennis Rodman is relentless effort and hustle. Rodman does the dirty work out there and puts his body on the line with the fervor that very few players can match.
Now Parker. Reeves outside. Into the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Wow, Clark, has Austin Reeves been good? Especially after signing that 4-year, $54 million deal back in 2023.
Yeah, I tell you what, it might be the best value contract in the league. I mean, Reeves just continues to improve each season. He's got a very efficient and effective game, and he's also shown the ability to be much in the clutch at times. Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Pass to Barnes. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Parker with it. Wade picks him up. 5 to shoot. Out to Parker. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. There's Buckner with the 3. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Erving. Parker outside. It's stolen by Rodman. Embiid inside the line. Misses the jumper. Here's Parker. And the shot goes in. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Despite his size, Parker's got the speed and the ball skills to be a successful scorer inside.
Bucket is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the shot goes down. Parker's got 8 points.
Well, when Parker uses that burst of speed on the drive, it's really impossible to get in front of.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Out left to the wing. Embiid wide open. The shot's good. Rodman making the play.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
And it's Barnes slapping it down.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with 4. Boy, you got to love that.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Guys, back to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. There's the pick. Here's Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Parker inside. Nobody near Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 11 points.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc?
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Parker outside. From deep, Reeves. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Rodman. And then Rodman with the jam.
Never afraid of or shying away from contact. Dennis Rodman, I think he even seeks to get hit.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Paul. He's got 15. Over George. Paul can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Inside. And that one's good by Rodman. Rodman's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's caught fire this quarter. Yet to miss a shot.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Paul. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman. Paul's got 17 now. To the inside. Pass to Lively. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
A big man with big-time range. Good to see Embiid cash in from deep.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Knocks it loose. Paul with the steal. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The away team, 73.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pass to Jokic. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Rodman outside. Back to Paul. In the corner, it's Rodman. An even 3-on-3 break. And the dunk by Barnes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Dr. J sends it in.
He is on some kind of roll. Julius Irving making it pop.
And Wagner drives in. Here's Embiid. Reeves with the rebound. They push it up 4-on-3. Stolen by Rodman. And they're moving it up. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
D to O has been a major catalyst for him. Defense to offense.
And here's Reeves outside.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Paul. Here's Embiid. Off on the layup. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Carter goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Wagner from long range. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
From the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. And Rodman with the slam.
Really good to see Rodman finding shots. I mean, that should motivate the other guys to step up their game and get going.
And there's the three.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Oh! And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Paul's got 9 points now in just the second half. Parker surveying the floor. They set the pick. Pass to Reeves. And taken away by Paul. Now Rodman. Paul is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players, that's a jump ball.
And here comes the break. Reeves right side. In the corner, Irving with it. Over in the corner, Barnes. From outside, off the mark. .135 left in the game. Wagner outside. Back to Rodman. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Here's Parker. Pass to Reeves. And they call an illegal screen here. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. You don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Wagner from long range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Parker up top. Rodman grabs the rebound.
Team foul. Tony Parker. First personal foul. Second
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Rodman. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Parker's shot is off. On the wing, Rodman. Back to Wagner. Up again. Paul is doubled. Back to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Home team ball.
Embiid with the steal. And so it's a victory for the road.